It's a beautiful day. Hot, not, we in a spot. What it takes to be a man? I'm guessing that's what y'all want to know. I'm guessing some of y'all don't know. I'm guessing I'm still trying to figure it out. I remember when I was little, my pop used to always work, always work. But in spite of that, on the side, he always used to tell us, have your own. I got a brother, so he used to tell me and my brother, have your own. I didn't know what that meant till I got older. But growing up in high school, I would always work, but I would never take it serious. I would always call in. I would always be drunk. I would always just be out there. I was playing sports, don't get me wrong. I was good in sports, but I was still out there. I guess you could say I hung out with the crowd that we got a lot of away with we got a lot away with a lot of stuff. Let's just say that. That's a tongue twister, but yeah, I seen a lot. I've been through a lot. But being a man, one thing I know, you have to get your respect. That's with your family. That's with your brothers, your sisters, your co-workers. That's with whoever. You have to lead by example. You have to be ambitious. Ambitious. You have to want it. You have to have your own. This generation, if you don't have your own, I'm just going to be completely honest. As a man, if you don't have your own, listen to me right now. As a man, if you don't have your own, you're completely fucked. I'm just being honest. This comes from experience, and I don't care what the other content creators are telling you. I'm being honest with you right now. If you don't have your own, as a man, you're fucked. People are going to use you. People are going to take advantage of you. People are going to talk about you. People are complain about you. It's best to have your own. Because with your own, you have your own boundaries. You have your own standards. You have your own morals. And you have your own shit. So nobody can kick you out when they mad. Nobody can use rent against you. Nobody can like have your own kings. Have your own. I know I talk about women a lot, but as a man, you have to have your own. I had to find that out the hard way. I I would do a lot, and I did a lot, and I lived a lot. Have your own. My pops used to work. He used to be gone all the time, but when we used to get in trouble, we used to get whoopings and shit when he used to get off work. So back in the day, the principal would be able to paddle you. So we got paddled from the principals. Of course, the teacher had to be in there present, but we got paddled from the principal. And then later that night, when my dad got off, he would whoop us. Discipline. Now, as I'm getting older, we was bad. We needed it. We needed it. And some of these kids need it. Some of these kids be talking to their parents crazy. I know y'all see it. It's crazy. They'll put you in timeout. Being a man, you have to be responsible. You have to be accountable. And you have to know that nobody gives a fuck about you. And this is I'm not talking about a simp. I ain't talking about no beta. I'm talking about a masculine man. You're going to be not liked by a lot of people. due to the demand of respect, due to you being a leader, due to you handling your own shit, due to you having your own shit. If you have that, what can they talk about? You tell me. If you have all that, what can they talk about you? Unless they lying, unless they backstabbing, unless they plotting. Being a man is tough. Most of us aren't appreciated for everything we do, which is fine. You have to be fine with that. You have to be okay with that. So stop getting emotional. First off, you're too emotional. You too emotional. You let your family get to you. You let your girlfriend get to you. You let your kids get to you. You're too emotional. You are too emotional. You have to be emotionless. Society and probably your girl or your mom is telling you to do all that crying and stuff. Don't do that. And if you do that, don't do it in front of nobody. These are facts, kings. Listen to what I'm saying. I don't care what the other, and like, comment, subscribe. Because you know you feeling this video. I don't care what the other content creators are telling you. I'm telling you because I live this shit. Everything I said. I had to walk to work 2 miles. Nobody was around when my car was. When I had my car, everybody was in the whip. When I lost my car due to somebody else, I had to walk to work. Matter of fact, let me reverse it. I lost my job. Oh yeah, I lost my job. I was damn near rock bottom. I lost my job. When I lost my job, I had to walk home. I had to walk home. That was like 3 miles. I had to walk home when I lost my job. I've been through it all, Kings. You have to learn from your mistakes. It's a whole big cycle. You wouldn't believe the story that I'm telling you. So when I so bam, I got fired. I had to walk home, apply for another job. Blessed to my neighbor. He worked at Tom Thumb at the time. Bam, I went with him. He told me to apply. I got the job. Stayed there for like 6 months. While I was there, I was walking back and forth to work. Days I didn't feel like going. Days I felt like giving up. Days I wanted to cry. And this whole time, my mom's on dialysis. So I'm trying to lose weight. So anyway, let me get back to the story. I would walk back and forth to work. They end up giving me, I would bust my ass at my job. They would end up giving me an assistant manager in the produce. I was only there for 6 months. Everywhere that I've gone, I've elevated. And these are facts. I'm just a born natural leader. I really am. You don't have to believe me. I don't care. But I'm a born natural leader. Every job that I had, I'm speaking facts, I elevated. And whoever worked with me can speak for that and can vouch for that. Every job I had, I elevated. Every job. And I had a lot of jobs, even from when I was 18 to now. People watching, Kings, as a man, you have to have the mindset everybody watching you at all times. And most likely, people are dependent on you to make the right decisions. Back to the story. Walking back and forth to work. Got assistant manager. Uh, this time I'm working out. I get a call. Guess who it is? The same dude that fired me from the previous job that I walked home from is the same dude that offered me a job at another job by the grace of God. For me doing right, for me focusing on me, for me losing weight, for me eating healthy, for me not giving up, for me being positive. Because I started posting videos, so he started seeing the transition of me losing weight because I lost over 120 pounds from my mom because she was on dialysis and she needed a kidney transplant at the time. So By the grace of God, I got the job. That's a blessing. So what I'm trying to say is always keep going as a man. You never know who's watching. Try to always be positive. And under circumstances, be calm, stoic. They're watching you. Your kids are watching you. Your mom's watching you. Your dad's watching you. Your cousins, your coworkers, everybody, your people that you go outside. Sit up straight. Be respectful. Respect others. I'm not saying go around and act hard and shit. No, that's played out. That don't get you nowhere. That don't get you nowhere. Cause I done hung with the worst of them, and some of them fold. So they think it's not where you come from; it's how you act. You could put me anywhere, and I'm gonna act. I'm not gonna act the same, but I'm gonna adjust to where I'm at. But I'm gonna be me, if that makes sense. I'm gonna be me the whole time, so people are gonna respect that. But due to some circumstances, y'all know what I'm talking about. In different situations, it's tough being a man. You have to take responsibility for all your actions and all that you do. Don't even try to be thinking about getting married if you don't have your shit together. You don't want nobody to use any type of leverage or control over you as a man. These are facts, Kings. You don't have to believe me. I don't care, but I'm speaking facts. Like, comment, subscribe if you like this, because this is real. Some of y'all don't have fathers. I know. I grew up with some of my homeboys. Most of my homeboys don't have dads. So when my parents would go to their games, luckily I was blessed to have two parents. So when my parents would go to their games, my parents would treat them just like family, which they were. They were my brothers. But they would tell me, man, I wish you got your dad, bro. That's all. And they don't know the feeling on my end, and I don't know the feeling on their end. So we don't know, but we can relate because we just had chemistry and we had a lot in common, and we played sports together. But I know being without a dad is important. It's very important. A dad needs to be in a child's life. Period, point blank. No matter if it's period, point blank. No matter what the circumstances are. So if any ladies are watching this and you stopping your baby daddy from seeing their child, you are hurting the baby daddy. Don't get me wrong. I ain't gonna lie. But most likely you're hurting and damaging your own child. Why wouldn't you want your dad? If he's not abusing your child, or if y'all aren't abusing, neither y'all abusing each the children, and y'all just don't get along, that's crazy. You're not letting him see the father. What are we coming to? Then now it's like you want to be the single mom and you want to get the glory and stuff. It's tough being a man. Nobody talks about that. Nobody talks about how you have to drive an hour or 2 hours to go see your child and come back and try to do that 3-4 times a week. Nobody talks about that because nobody cares. You have to keep going, Kings. You're gonna go through so much being a man. But make sure you take ownership and make sure you respect people and make sure you're respected at the same time. But just know, this shit don't stop till the casket drop. You have to change your mindset. It's not easy being a man. Make it easy. Have God in your life, or whoever you believe in. Pray. Make sure you meditate, and make sure you keep your peace. For the kings that are in relationships, I'm not gonna talk talk down on nobody in nobody's relationship, period, point blank, because I'm not nobody to judge, because I'm nobody. Well, I'm not nobody, but I'm nobody in y'all situations. But if you trust her, trust her. If you don't be with her. You're always going to have that in the back of your head. This is coming from facts that I've experienced. I'm not trying to bash on the women. I'm not trying to bash on the men. I've experienced this myself several times. If you trust her, love her. If you don't trust her, don't be with her. You're always going to think she's cheating. You're never going to trust her. You're always going to be arguing because there's going to be friction here and there. It's just how it go. I know. This is what it takes being a man. You have to be calm and you have to be stoic, and don't ever argue with women. If you have a pen and paper, run this video back and take some notes, because it's all facts. Do not argue with a woman. We never argue with women. Don't let a woman disrespect you. Especially if she do. If a woman disrespects you in public, she don't give a fuck about you. Write that down. These are facts. This is what it takes being a man. You really have to keep your circle small, and if it's small, you have to know and understand that everybody can't go with you to the top. More people out there. I work security, so I see everything. From the clubs to the hospitals. I worked all security all around. From parties to events to gatherings. I worked all around. One thing I do know for sure, it's more people that don't want to see you make it and envy you and are talking about you and are cheating behind your back or entertaining people than they are not. I've worked everywhere working security. So you can't tell me. I experienced this. Choose wisely if you're going to choose, kings. Because if you know, like I know, men love and they love hard. Control your emotions. Be ambitious. Work overtime if you have to. Stop trying to chase women. Chase the bag. Because they going to chase the bag. I'm telling you right now. So wouldn't it make sense if you chase the bag? Because they going to leave you with somebody with a bag. Or somebody that got a car. Or somebody that does something better than you. I'm just trying to look out for you, kings. These are facts. Ha! This is what it takes to be a man. Everything I said. Is levels to this shit. Don't let nobody stop you. Continue to grow. Always learn. And be strong. Ha! Nah, we in a spot. Let go.